Psalm 91, 1 through 4 says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Now, as I sit here this morning thinking about this passage, it's after I have received news of the passing of an old friend. It's the third one this week. Mark was a steady, diligent servant of God, and cancer was his highway home. I read this passage, and I said, God, what's up? What's up, God? Then I went to his blessed wife's Facebook post, and it all came clear. He is home, and she is dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, under the shadow of the Almighty. She's interpreting this for me today. You see, it isn't always about God keeping us happy here, but about making us fit for there, prepping us for heaven. I think Paul explains it better in Romans 8, 28 and 29. We know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Well, verse 29 explains the 28. For, note the grammatical connective here, for the ones he foreknew, he predetermined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Verse 28 is often misquoted and misunderstood as something good on a temporal plane will come out of every bad thing. Not always so. God's purposes in our lives have more to do with presenting himself a spotless bride than with making his spoiled kid's life better or easier. You ever see a child who was given everything that he or she wanted? They don't always become well-adjusted adults. God will sacrifice a bit of your physical happiness to ensure your spiritual maturity. I don't always like that, but it's a truth. The example my sister in Christ has set for me this morning reminds me that God really will keep the one who trusts in him in perfect peace. As someone has said, God doesn't always still the storm, but he can calm the sailor. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.